Hey guys, welcome to my channel Enrich with me. Let us understand few strategies and techniques for effective classroom management in higher education. I'm here to share a few tips about how to cultivate a positive learning environment in the class. Before we begin, let us understand the content of this video. The first thing which we'll be finding out is why classroom management matters, how to build relationships, what are the clear expectations that a teacher has and how to set the stage for success. Engaging instructions to be given to the students to prevent disruptions. Proactive strategies through which the issues can be addressed early. Responding to disruption, how to manage control and maintain control on the students. Collaboration is a key. Working with others, what are the ways to work with others? And the most important thing is self-care. The teachers often ignore the self-care. So how to take care of yourself we'll be learning through this video. Setting the stage. How classroom management matters. Effective classroom management promotes students' engagement. It reduces distraction and creates a supportive environment conducive to learning, ultimately leading to better academic outcome. So ultimately the students are going to benefit from the classroom management. Well-managed classroom reduces teacher stress and burnout, allowing educators to focus on delivering high-quality instruction and building positive relationship with students. Now, there can be a lot of teacher burnout. Now, this happened because of the students' distraction, disobedience, and misbehavior. So, we will be learning techniques how to reduce teacher stress and burnout, which would allow the educators to focus on delivering high quality instruction. And also, it will help to build a positive relationship with students. It would also help in establishing clear expectations and consistent routines, fostering a positive classroom culture characterized by mutual respect, collaboration, and a sense of community. Classroom management teaches students valuable life skills such as self-discipline, responsibility, and problem solving, preparing them for success in college, careers, and beyond. Now, we must always understand that self-discipline, responsibility, and problem solving play a vital role in the overall development of the personality. These techniques can be learned at the early stage and also in the higher education in the school, which will be helpful for the students to gain success in their college. They will be able to accommodate themselves well in their career and also in their personal life. So that's the reason the classroom management matters a lot whenever a teacher. How to build relationship with students, which is a cornerstone of management. The teacher must take time to learn students' names, interests, and learning styles. This would demonstrate a genuine care because the students will feel connected, and also it will help teachers to tailor their teaching approach to meet their individual needs. More about the learning styles I've already discussed in my previous video. You may have a look at it. A teacher must always understand and remember to treat students with respect, listen to their concerns, and also acknowledge their perspective because everyone's perspective is different. Teacher must take time to listen to their concern and diligently try to resolve it. This would build a sense of trust and also strengthen the teacher-student bond because the students will feel that yes, my teacher would be helping me in solving my concerns. Teacher must always use a clear, concise language and avoid jargons. Provide regular feedback and encourage open communication. The students must not feel scared to talk to the teacher. They must be open to communicate with the teacher. The teacher must be approachable and accessible to students even outside the class. So the relationship of the teacher doesn't only remain in the class. It is beyond the class, outside the class, and sometimes outside the school. Establish a classroom environment where students feel safe to take risk. Risk taking is always important. The students must always think outside the box. Also, they must move out from their comfort zone. They must ask questions, and also they must express their opinion without fear of judgment or ridicule. No students must feel that the answer which they give or the communication which they give will be ridiculed by the other students. You must develop a sense of trust and approach among the students so that they come out with this fear of judgment. The teacher must have clear set of expectations which would help her set the stage for success. At the beginning of the academic year itself, the teacher must set classroom rules. Now, these classroom rules should be set with the help of the students. The teacher must ask the students the rules they want for their class. So, this will give a democratic setup to the class. Also, these classroom rules should be put up in the class so that it would be deeply instilled in the mind of the students because they will have a look at these rules every day. This will develop a clear set of classroom rules that are fair, reasonable, and consistently enforced. A clear communication of your expectation for students' behavior, academic performance, and classroom participation should be made. The rules must be consistently enforced and it should be fair and impartial. As I told you that the rules which the teacher makes must be in accordance with the students' wish. You must ask students about the rules and you must ask them self to make the rules for themselves. And it must be impartial. It should not favor a particular group. Every student in the class must be impartially enforced with these rules. Recognize and reward the positive behavior. Teacher can prepare a chart recognizing and rewarding the positive behavior of the students. Provide praise, encouragement, and incentive to motivate students and reinforce desired behavior. Now, whenever they perform a good behavior, you must always give them a praise. Now, that praise can be in any form. It can be either giving them a star, a smiley face, clapping for them in the class. This would focus on the efforts and improvement. The students would feel that their good behavior is appreciated and that will be reinforced in their mind to perform that good behavior again and again. How to prevent students' disruption? Incorporate active learning strategies such as group discussion, which the children would love to do. Problem-solving activities must be given to the students to develop problem-solving skills. And hands-on project to keep students engaged and actively involved in the learning process. Make sure that you use a lot of teaching aids to cater to different learning styles and preferences. A lot of visual aids, multimedia resources in the form of video, PPT, e-books, and technology must be used to enhance learning. Connect course content to real-world issues and students' interest. Now, when the teacher connect the issues with the real world, the students would get interested in the lessons. Show students how the material is relevant to their life and future goal. Now, students would definitely like to learn about something which will help them to achieve their future goal. So make them understand about the topics with the help of the real world issue which will help them to achieve their future goal and will develop the interest of the students. Provide students with opportunities to make choices about their learning. Now, teacher must not enforce learning on the students. Rather, she should make sure that she gives them an opportunity to make choices about their learning. Allow them to select topic for research project, choose from the range of assignment or work at their own pace. E-quizzes can be given to them in which the questions can be given and the students should be allowed to solve it at their own pace. Also, they must be given choices to select the assignment. It's always necessary to address the issues early. The teacher must pay attention to students' behavior at the early stages and be aware of the potential issues before they escalate. Look for any sign of disengagement, frustration, or conflict. Use non-verbal methods such as eye contact to bring them under control, proximity, and gestures to redirect students' behavior. Avoid public reprimands and confrontations. Always make sure that you praise in front of the class and confront the student individually in private. Meet with students individually to address concern or discuss behavioral issue. The teacher can call them separately and discuss with them the reason for their misbehavior and what is the root cause of this behavior must be found out by the teacher. Also provide support and guidance to help students overcome challenges. Then the class students might be having a lot of challenges. Maybe it can be academic, it can be non-academic. So teacher must make sure that she provides supports and guidance to the students. Communicate with parents and guardians about students' progress and behavior. The parents and the guardians must always be kept in the loop so that the parents and guardians understand about the students' progress and their behavior. Any change in the behavior of the students must be brought to the notice of the parents. Collaborate with them to develop strategies for supporting students both at home and in the classroom because students stay in the classroom for around 6 to 7 hours. More time they spend at their home. So it is very much important that the parents know about the changes in their behavior and how they can strategize themselves to support the students to resolve the change in their behavior. How to maintain control on disruption. When responding to disruptions, remain calm and composed. You must avoid getting angry or defensive. Speak in a firm, respectful tone to send a message to the students that my teacher is not going to take my misbehavior lightly. Focus on the behavior and not the student. Student may show misbehavior, but focus on the misbehavior and not on the student because every student is a good student. Avoid making personal attack or labeling students. Be specific about the behavior you are addressing. Don't bring upon the past issues while addressing the present issue. Document all the incident of disruptive behavior. Include the date, time, location, description of the incident, what has happened, and what actions have been taken. Maintain an accurate record for future reference so that teacher, parents can understand the reoccurrence of the misbehavior and can find out the reason for this misbehavior. Collaboration is the key. Working together is very necessary because alone we can do so little and together we can do so much. Share your experience and seek advice from experienced colleagues. Observe other teachers' classroom and learn from their technique. Everybody is a student throughout the life. So you should always try to learn from other teachers' technique. Consult with student counselor or psychologist for guidance on addressing students' social, emotional, or behavioral needs. Sometimes it may so happen that the teacher will not be able to resolve the problem at the root level. So we must always consult the school counselor or psychologist who have expertise in solving the social, emotional, and behavioral problems of the students. Partner with parents or guardians to develop a consistent approach to manage students' behavior. Share information and work together to support students. You may also attend professional development workshops or conferences on classroom management. Stay up to date on the latest research and best practices, which will definitely help you in solving the disruption from the students in the class. Teacher burnout is for real. It may include emotional or physical exhaustion. So, taking care of yourself is very necessary. Practice mindfulness and stress related techniques such as meditation, deep breathing, or yoga. Take each day as a new chapter. Take time to relax and recharge. Develop a hobby and do whatever you would love to do. Seek support from friends, family, or a therapist. Talk about your challenges and feelings. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Prioritize your physical health, eat a healthy diet, exercise regularly, and get enough sleep. We often try to neglect ourselves, but taking care of ourselves is very important so that you can be your best for your students. Your well being will be your students' well being. Thank you for your time and attention. I hope this presentation has provided valuable insight into classroom management. Your dedication to creating a positive learning environment is truly appreciated. Remember, effective classroom management has a profound impact on students' success and well being. I encourage you to continue learning and refining your classroom management skills. Thank you.